What if the only thing more dangerous than falling for your billionaire boss is realizing he's been guarding a piece of your soul you didn't even know was missing? In The Heart You Kept, T.L. Swan delivers a scorching, emotionally layered romance that transforms the workplace taboo into a profound exploration of grief, identity, and the terrifying courage required to reclaim what was lost in the name of survival. This isn't just another glamorous Riviera fantasy or forbidden office fling. It's a sun-drenched yet shadowed journey through memory, power, and the radical act of choosing yourself when love demands you disappear. From the first velvet-toned narration, listeners are swept into a world where Mediterranean luxury masks private ruins, and every whispered confession carries the weight of years spent in silent penance. Perfect for fans of high-stakes contemporary romance and morally complex billionaires, this audiobook serves up relentless chemistry, authentic emotional stakes, and a love story that feels less like escapism and more like homecoming. When art restorer Alara Vance accepts a position at Julian Moreau's prestigious Riviera gallery, she expects professional redemption, not to collide with the enigmatic collector whose gaze seems to recognize parts of her she's buried beneath layers of careful reinvention. But as their collaboration on a damaged masterpiece deepens, so does an intimacy that defies hierarchy. Julian doesn't just see Alara's talent, he sees the girl who vanished from his life 2 decades ago, carrying secrets that shattered them both. Now bound by shared history and present desire, Bea must navigate a labyrinth of public scrutiny, private trauma, and the question of whether love can exist without erasing the self. Swan masterfully avoids reducing Julian to a Turim archetype or Alara to a passive muse. Instead, she crafts 2 fully realized adults whose growth happened in separation, making their reunion a collision of evolved selves rather than recycled wounds. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional precision, capturing Alara's guarded resilience and Julian's quiet devastation with vocal nuances that make every loaded silence scream louder than dialogue ever could. You don't just hear their story, you feel the seismic shift of 2 souls learning to trust again without sacrificing who they've become. What elevates The Heart You Kept beyond typical billionaire romance is its unwavering commitment to female agency within unequal power dynamics. Alara doesn't wait for Julian's validation to claim her worth. She's already reclaimed it through her craft, friendships, and boundaries forged in fire. Julian's journey isn't about possessing her, but about dismantling the belief that love requires control. Their bond evolves through collaboration, not coercion, tense restoration sessions that double as emotional archaeology, moments of unexpected tenderness that terrify them both because they're unearned, and confrontations where power shifts visibly as Alara refuses to shrink. Supporting characters add crucial texture: gallery staff whose loyalty tests institutional limits, Alara's mentor who challenges old narratives, even the artwork itself serving as metaphor for healing that honors damage rather than erasing it. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth: love after loss requires more than passion. It demands transformation. Even the Riviera setting serves thematic depth, with golden light contrasting inner shadows and historic villas mirroring the weight of inherited pain. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive sensory experience. The narrator distinguishes Alara and Julian with distinct vocal signatures. Alara's voice carries steel wrapped in compassion, while Julian's low timbre trembles with suppressed longing and dawning humility, making their chemistry palpable even during arguments. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming intimacy. Distant waves marking time, the soft brush of restoration tools during vulnerable confessions, the hushed urgency of late-night conversations where defenses crumble, all ground emotional stakes in sensory reality. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of rebuilding trust, deliberate during moments of reflection and repair, then accelerating as breakthroughs align with external pressures. Whether you're commuting through city streets or unwinding in solitude, the audiobook creates a private theater where every heartbeat syncs with their journey toward partnership. It's storytelling as visceral participation, transforming passive listening into active emotional investment. Ultimately, The Heart You Kept redefines the Kings of the Riviera series by centering mutual growth over melodrama. It satisfies genre cravings for angsty stakes and satisfying HEAs while delivering substantive commentary on legacy, male vulnerability, and the labor of earning back what was lost. No prior series knowledge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete emotional journey. If you've ever wondered whether love can survive sacrifice, or if second chances require rewriting old scripts, this audiobook will affirm that true partnership begins not with perfection, but with the brave choice to show up imperfectly together. Press play, brace yourself for the ache, and prepare to believe that sometimes the deepest love is the one that learns how to stay. Your next obsession isn't waiting in fairy tale ease. It's waiting in the messy, magnificent work of building something real from the ruins.